Prince Charles was at Balmoral with the Queen when he learned that his mother's death would make him king. The palace acknowledged her death on Thursday afternoon. Charles has remained next in line to the throne for 70 years, the longest gap in British royal history. Neither he nor his courtiers had ever discussed the end. The Queen's passing has long caused private sorrow. A former assistant said, he never considered accession since it meant losing his mother. Doctors were worried about the Queen's health, and her children and grandchildren wanted to visit her. When his mother gained the kingdom in 1952, Charles was 3 years old and became heir. Charles' new, shorter chapter begins. As ruler of the UK and 14 Commonwealth countries, from Canada to Australia, he can answer a question that has tormented him for decades: what kind of king would he be after a lifetime of public interventions? In the coming days, he'll face personal tragedy and national sadness. He will be focused on the personal and the family, but for the palaces, it will be a question of saying and doing the right things to lead the nation in sadness while building the first steps of the new reign, said a former aide. They said Charles' great emotional aptitude with mourning people will serve him and the country well in times of sadness. The Queen's children and grandchildren surrounded her on Thursday. The Duke of Cambridge went from Berkshire to Balmoral, while Kate remained in Windsor to care for their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. The Duke of Cambridge will be responsible for the Duchy of Cornwall's multimillion-pound earnings now that his father is king. The Queen's second son, the Duke of York, and the Earl and Countess of Wessex, were on the same RAF plane as the Duke of Cambridge, which arrived in Aberdeen shortly before 4 p.m. At Balmoral, they were joined by the Princess Royal, Duchess of Cornwall, and Prince of Wales. In recent days, the duo had duties in Scotland, and Charles reportedly visited his mother often as she struggled with movement. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will also visit Scotland, their spokesperson said. The Well Child Awards event was held Thursday night in London. The PA later said Harry would go alone. Prince Philip died at Windsor Castle in 2021 at the age of 99. "My dad was great," he said afterwards. During a Platinum Jubilee event in June, Harry paid poignant homage to his mummy. "You laugh and weep with us, and you've been there for us for 70 years, he said, hoping one of her horses will win the Derby next summer. Clarence House, where Charles lives, and Kensington Palace, where the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and, until 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex live, have been preparing for this change for years. Younger royals have assumed more responsibilities. At the Queen's desire, William and Kate have accepted formal obligations. The Duke of Cambridge, as Lord High Commissioner, opened the Church of Scotland's annual assembly last year. Charles will take on a role meant to symbolise stability during a period of political and societal instability. With decades as Prince of Wales behind him, he'll strive to rise to the challenge. He'll be the first British monarch to attend school, notwithstanding his age. The next king has met with world leaders, British agencies, and charities. This has placed him in touch with certain British people's difficulties and put him at conflict with others. He turned his court into a salon for the great, gathering business executives, religious leaders, and politicians to debate sustainability and urban regeneration. He believes in alternative medicine, architecture, and farming have often led to disagreements, but he portrays himself as a tribune of the people, representing the sentiments of the silent majority. In 2014, a courtier who has known Charles for years told The Guardian, in his contributions, he'll be honest. Instead of a total reinvention to become a monarch like his mother, he will continue with his emotional interventions, checking each for tone and substance to protect the monarchy. Charles reportedly opposed deporting asylum seekers to Rwanda in June. As king, he will remain politically neutral, Clarence House stated. Let us know what you think of the Charles as the new king in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.